Hello brothers, what's up? Sol today, but the West Roman Empire, the Western Roman Empire was in a state of crisis. Due to the declining strength, it was unable to effectively deal with the problems. The border issues by the barbarians, the glorious empire is crumbling. But with the crisis comes opportunities. The heritage still persists. As long as we are determined, we may still be able to revive Rome to its greater glory. Rome, a nation full of distraught and broken souls, will be unified. We have 14 legions, and for now, we are looking like we are going to die. My objective is I may retreat, but I will hold as long as I can. Heratius is in Paris, and Rome is still holding, but our army is in shambles. Is really in shambles. Valentinian the Third had led us massively, but I think Sophronicus, Sophronicus or Heratius will become the leader of the Roman Empire. He will lead us to victory. Surely, will Rome succeed? We don't. But will he? Will Rome hold? That is the question. It will. We had aid from the eastern provinces. While it may not seem much, but let me let you know, every aid is needed. Our army was not in a good shape. After the many Roman decrees, we had lost most of our infantry. All our main forces were mostly in Orleans or in the north. Oh, most of our armies were not even ready for battle itself. But no need to fear, our army is here and we can still hold. No matter the cost, Rome will be victorious. As we were preparing for an offensive, we summoned Heratius and his legions to fight the Ostrogoths instead, as we knew the Burgundians were a weak force to be rivaled. Herr Ali was also there, but he was not going to do much. Now, it was the southern front which will be the most prosperous. Our light cavalry brigades, led by the Sunicus, needed our help, as Sunicus cannot hold the invasions for much longer. Sunicus' army was also in tatters, and we had to retreat from Passau. Augsburg was holding, but I don't know for how long. For now, round 1 was in our favor. Many things had happened. We had 19 cities. All our surrounding neighbors are our enemies. Our allies were the British, but they will not be of much use, let's say. And our objective, Heratius' objective, was to retake Rome. But for now, we were only the pastorate of Rome, not the true Rome. Therefore, we could not do much anything. Now, Govendaric and Heratius and Valentinian now had something on their sleeve. As you know, most of Rome's legions were like literally useless, and the alliance in Passau were attacking fast. Therefore, our Roman army decided to fortify the fort, and this legion holding the fort was under Titus the Great. He may not do much. Some even say he is also one of the generals he will leave his position, but we trust him totally. If he does anything to Rome, he knows He will be destroyed by the Ostrogoths, no matter what. Since most of our legions were free, Heraclius from Paris, not the Heraclius, the other Heraclius, the historically accurate Heraclius will say. We had spent most of our money in fortification structures. So we had nothing to do. All we could do was hold and hope for the best. Now, now that the Visigoths were failing on the offensive against us, it was best that we should try our offensive as well. But now, for now, we will be in the defending side. We needed a strong army to march across the enemies and give them fear. As you can see, something has happened. The Burgundians tried to take us. The Alans were destroying us. The Ostrogoths were trying to take Salona. And Lyon was in the constant battle. Or Lyon was holding. But I don't know for how long they will hold. Theodoric was in Bourges, which was our main goal for one of the Visigoth campaigns. Theodoric's son was not much better either. Our offensive was going to begin, and there is no way they will stop it. Surely. Rome was out of funds, and it needed something to break the stalemate which was causing this. So, we expected a battle, and which we did. As we saw, Valentinian it actually made some gains into inner thing I forgot. Salona was holding. I guess they are safe. But now, as Heraclius tried to relieve the city and take Sisak from the Ostrogoths, it was not looking so good. Our defenses in Burgundy were removed. I don't know who did that. But he put it one big division. The Passau defenses were holding strong. They needed nothing else. I think they can hold on their own. Augsburg was still fine. All we had to care for Switzerland before they enter mainland Italia. We had many spare divisions. What if they were useless to be used? We could use Hersaurus. We had many units, many commanders willing to fight for Rome. So one of them, Totila the Great. He was great because all he had was not much infantry. And there were some infantry cards in Rome, but he removed them. Augsburg defenses will hold. Nothing will matter much. As you can see, let's check. Rome has reached a feudal age. After the initial success of holding against the Visigoths, it is our time to give them an offensive which they wanted, and we will give. Bourges was secured. This was a massive victory, as this put the Ostrogoth situation in a panic. And so our forces expanded. In a battle for the final battle of Orleans will result in the death of Theodoric II, the son of Theodoric, the main leader of the Visigoths. Second leader of the Visigoths. And Guenderic is the defenses as he wanted to release Salona. Zadar was put in a small infantry regiment, but our main front, it seems, was in a stalemate breaker will be in the Balkan front. This front was led by a new commander, a Snake. He was in the Saul's expeditionary forces. And remember, we have just cooked the Roman government, so we are technically the new Kaisers of Rome. The people were angry with us because we did not give them much aid. With that we did. Our income was one of the strongest. And we had set it up an offensive in southern Rome, which was resulting in the panic of the Visigoth army. Our main objective was to loosen Bordeaux and Poitiers and later take on Rennes itself. Anglo-Saxons or British allies are going to need help. We may give them help, but we have to secure ourselves from our positions as well. The Visigoths have tried to make the entrenchment line just like us. Totila the Great, he was great. But let's just talk about how one general who we didn't expect to reach to last and which was completely forgotten, Victorious, he was one of the generals. He was famous, but we did not pay much attention to all of his officers. Alfred, who was also one of the main PMC heads of a bucket institution and some institution, was also there. As Herr Attius, our Attius, made various offenses. Even Valentinian aided his offenses. But now, we had the progression. We had secured the city. How were we going to take it? Literally, the best general we had closest was Berengar. He was literally encircled front and back, but he was still united with the supply line, which was almost deemed as impossible and totally preposterous. But things will change sooner or later. Italia is a prosperous nation, and we will keep it alive. Therefore, we began to plan offensive strategy into the mountains of France. Now, our objective was to lose and defeat of Burgund and secure the Rhine River. For that, we may have to attack the Silesian Franks. The Silesian Franks had given us passage, so we can go through them anytime we want. But we were Romans, and Romans do not trust anyone easily. And we were still holding on. Augsburg was being fortified as we knew we will be dead. And Zurich was also militarized, but our leaders decided only to let the militia guard protect it. We will do an Anglo-Saxon gameplay. Oh no, you Britons. And we will aid our Anglo-Saxons. And we will aid against the Anglo-Saxons. Now, we will be at war with two people. We can go through the Silesian Franks and destroy them. But the thing was, we didn't prepare for the Britons. As Herr Attius prepared for his next offensive, he received news of a great invasion in Poitiers. and the city was largely destroyed by Totila himself. Remember that Totila will be one influential soon in our history. Lyon was wounded just because of Sunisas and his bravery. Toulouse was in siege. Marseille or Roman armies are being standardized with new equipment, and also with Majorian aiding us for the defense of the north, who had just arrived from his expeditions. Heraclius' dream of taking Sisak was complete. This gave us a very big morale boost, as this made Gwendric's offensive more easier. Was now into offensively whose offensive plan was in Cirimon. The Alliance knowing that they will be destroyed by our elite Roman legions, was continuously suing us for peace. But they knew the Romans were now in the battle phase. A palace near Paris was built. Just remember that. Trent was developed into Max City. Aquila, a city which was renowned for the first legion status, was also there, but it was worthless. But let's say, many people don't like Saul's concept. But as my concept, I think I want to improve myself in that as well. But nobody even comments me on what to do so far. The Romans were holding strong. This is a great moment for me. But euphoria, but it was sad that our politics will not last long. A new leader will be appointed, none other than Totila. This brother was new, as he had never been into anything which was happening in Roman history until the latter part. Totila and his legions Poitiers was assigned a little guard for its own, while Totila tried to destroy Evodamus in the north. The Visigoths were surely losing the war, and our units were now outsupplied because of one mistake done. Our whole legion had to face it. Remember how we fortified Augsburg? Yes, that was the worst decision we ever made. Heraclius had to support Gwendric in his offensive, while Sisak was for help by Valentinian. Sirmium was holding, but from the Ostrogoth perspective, not from us. And we felt that Rome was actually worthless after all. But we did not care. We wanted to secure Rome. and, and itself has a great power. We did not care of how many men we had to materialize. I only cared of total victory, as Rome mobilized the largest army ever seen. The off-guard guard was less as it was, but the Zurich infantry will hold. Let's see, what will the statistics? Year 442. Actually good. Now, year 442. Let's see what it happens today. This will be the thing which will decide the paper. As 450 will bring. Bordeaux. Toulouse was also having a great action battle. The defenders of Marseille were holding strong. But meanwhile in the northern part, Burgundy was not even garrisoned. Dijon was holding strong. The strong forces was well and born. Well, forget what happened. There is nobody inside my walls. The Alliance had stopped the offensive. The Ostrogoths were now failing. The Greek legions, which were lent by us by the Byzantines, were shortly left behind. Sirmium will be taken. No, it won't. Never mind. As we secured one legion, Sirmium would be unable to be taken because we were lazy. Toulouse was now officially under attack. If Toulouse fell, the Visigoths will, and the rest will be secure. So we can focus in the eastern front. And meanwhile, for the British frontier, we set in to Vortigern. As Vortigern needed our help. Even while being in a defensive war, but the Romans could fortify them. Alfred was sent to hold the northern front. Sirmium will be the hardest for cities, but it will be taken and fortified. The Ostrogoths were in the east, and if we did an offensive, and just like that we started our own offensive to destroy them. Burgundian offensive in Zurich was also halt and mostly destroyed. Attila had lost some legions, but it's fine, we can displace it. Attila was a great politician. He had not done much for Rome's change, but he was certainly a figure who united the people to fight. In one speech he had said that if it was to him to decrease the prices for hiring our legions, meaning the military serves the state, and that means economy resulted in a massive outburst due to the less payment of the soldiers as they were loyal to the patria and the rey, I mean the king. So this confused many of the Roman citizens. Rome officially did not have a monarchy. So where the hell did they bring the question of the monarchy in the first place? This was pretty complex at the time. You know, Rome was in a very crisis during that time, and it will be very lazy for me to, actually tell this to all of you. So it will be, you can just search Wikipedia at this point. And probably 25 minutes into the video, oh yes, 25 minutes, that's for sure. Visigoths were holding just like the seat. Siege rampant. Officially, well, this was the end. As the Visigoths fell, the Huns arrived. The Tita was here, and Heraclius, the people of Rome will unite, fight against the barbarians who tried to destroy us. We had failed in 450 BC, but we will prevail. Rome had his morale up. After the destruction of the Visigoths, the Britons felt themselves surrounded, and as our armies marched into Vienna, Passau was left open. But our forces are not doing so well. The Britons, like the Gaulians of the north, were holding in Rene, which was forcing us to lease legions all the time. But due to Valentinian's king, Totila was the hero of Rome. But sometimes people get offended by rulers, not by their policies. As he was getting threats for resignment. God's way to it. Well, you can see the Huns were here. But I think we can hold. Budapest, Hungary was in siege, as Budapest was the only city that the Ostrogoths could depend on. We took Austria and marched into Budapest itself. The Ostrogoths completely shocked of this sudden blitzkrieg. Professional army, not just dumbfounded. But there is no time to celebrate. We have to quickly march into Burgundy and set up political areas. Because Rome will soon come, not a military conflict. But Rene developed much better. As you can see, mobilization was done. Mobilization could lead to positive outcomes in battles, but negative incomes in terms of economy and stuff. armies of the zone was very demoralized. So the veteran legions were changed into stormtroopers, which were far more better of the battlefield. The garrisons of Marseille will be discharged soon after, and our legions prepared to march north. We had to destroy their Huns. Nobody could, at least we think. The Silurian flanks were ganging up on the Anglo-Saxons. But the year 445, next year, will be the victory day of Rome. But we are not done yet. We must secure the known world, and it is our task. But the Alemanni took advantage of us. We were cheated. They wanted to take our territory, which was worth 800 gold. Do you know 800 gold? But we took another awful space. The Ostrogoths surrendered and Rome became victorious. That was in 12 whole years. But we were not done yet. The whole ancient world required our help. But that will be for the next video. Our leader Totila quickly resigned afterwards. And guess who was back? Commander Belisarius. He was not here for much time. He was the greatest commander of all of the Roman times. He will be the one who brings change from us. He had encouraged us to fight on. And next year will bring certain changes to our developmental armies. As most of our commanders are busy in the west and east, there's nobody to stop the Huns. Our first generals were the Steepers. But I think it is safe to say that Budapest was weekend for security and Caesar. Meanwhile, Herr Attius' Greek legions were in the Balkans will be sent to protect them. But as you can see, the Burgundians have failed massively. For now, we will be in defensive stance, defeating the Britons was main concern. But let's see, this will be for another time. Good luck and hail Belisarius as our next leader. Please comment, like, share and subscribe if you want more medieval things. Okay, this is our new series from now on. Later.